Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in again to this week's video. It is currently a Saturday night, and I just wanted to make this video because I think it's a topic that a lot of people uh, deal with of all walks of life. So, the topic of this video is about overcoming loneliness. I do want to, first of all, just say that loneliness is a um, a challenge that everyone has to face, no matter what walk of life. It doesn't matter if you're single, if you're married, you have a big family, or you have no kids at all, or no family at all. You're always susceptible to falling into loneliness because I believe the definition of loneliness is not having the proximity of people around you. I think it's about being alone with Jesus. Um, I think that we need to remember that there's a God vacuum in all of us, and if that vacuum isn't filled with the presence of God and the consciousness of God and the consciousness of who He is and His love for us, we're susceptible to fall back into loneliness and feel empty and to feel forgotten um, and the only way to cure that is to be with Him. And I like the way one pastor says, is the cure for loneliness is to be alone with Jesus. And I think that is a great uh, answer for that problem. I think one of my favorite verses that I look to when I'm feeling lonely and dealing with loneliness is 2 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 3. It says that that God is the God of all compassion, who comforts those who are in trouble. And I used to read that thinking that comfort is basically God giving us something, giving us what we need in our troubles. But actually, the word in the original language for comfort actually means to be next to someone. And I love that. I think that is a beautiful picture of how God deals with us when we are going through hard seasons and hard times, is more than just giving us a quick fix, a quick answer for our problems. Is He lets us know that He's going to be with us through every season of life. And I think that is a greater blessing than any physical thing we could have. And it not only does it give our hearts true comfort to know that God is with us through everything, but it allows us to then help others and encourage others and help comfort others to know that they're not alone. Um, I think we tend to look around us and judge our life and compare our life to others, and it's really easy when we do that to feel left out, to feel like we're left behind, like other people are further advanced in life than us. And that can also garner feelings of loneliness, feeling like God has forgotten you. Um, in those moments, I think the best thing to do is to get away from people, get away from Instagram, get away from things, and just be alone with Jesus. I think we all have that God vacuum within us that needs to be filled with Him. It needs to be filled with His Word. It needs to be filled with His love. It needs to be filled with His Spirit. If we don't make time for that and make time to hear from Him, inevitably that vacuum will become empty again, and feelings of loneliness and defeat can come back in. So my challenge would be to anyone feeling lonely: step away. Don't run to people, and don't call a family member. I mean, you can do that, but first, I challenge you: try something different. Try being actually alone with Jesus. Talk with Him. Pour out your heart to Him, and let Him pour into you. what maybe you may not even know you needed. One of my favorite verses that I think about a lot in times of loneliness is the very last verse in the Gospels. You know, there's four Gospels: Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. And I always thought the Gospels ended with Jesus, you know, resurrected and elevating into heaven, saying, um, "Go and make disciples of all men, baptizing them, but in my name." But actually, there's another part after that. And I remember one night I was feeling a little bit alone, and God brought me to that verse, and then I read actually right underneath that portion. It said, "And lo, I am with you, and lo, I will be with you always to the very ends of the age." And I love it's such a sweet way of the Lord wrapping up the Gospels, is to know that we're never alone, and He's going to be with us when we feel like the world's turned its back on us. He never will. And so yeah, I just encourage you, take some time to be alone with Jesus. If you feel a little bit alone, just know that He's with you. But other than that, I just want to thank you guys for tuning in, and stay tuned for more videos coming. God bless.